Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Talladega Superspeedway, this time for the NRSL Digital Storm Cup Series in what is race number 32 on the season, and the second race in the round of 12. So we gear up for 47 laps of action here. Beautiful sunny day here in Alabama, and I'm joined once again by Mr. Flip Counter Vince Freeze.
And we saw some flips in the trucks. With this race being a middle race, not a playoff cutoff race, we're going to see a little more aggression, I think. But we also will see strategy different from what we saw in the spring as well.
Let's get to your starting top 10. Nico, Tran, Galley, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. on the front row. Matthew Logan, Adam Flickinger. Row 2, Flickinger started on the pole here in the spring, so a good average starting position for him at the track here in 2020. Row 3 is Alexander Rowe, who finished runner-up in the spring race. And next to him is Austin Colano, Dylan Young, and Alex Gray in row number 3, with James Shelley and Keith Rich in row 5. Coming into the race, let's take a look at the playoff points. Tyler Fink is the top man yet again. Coming into a playoff race, he's got a 2-point lead over Alex Gray. Samet Oskin, Jonathan Zorlin, 3rd and 4th, with Matthew Logan, Alexander Rowe, Seth Cole, and Priya McShane 5th through 8th. Quinton Moore's the first man out, 6 points back of Priya McShane. Fitzwater, next man out, 13 back. 18 points back is Ace Rogers, and 20 back is Adam Flickinger. So that is the playoff picture for those outside looking in, coming into the race here today. Your past winners at this track in Digital Storm Cup Series history: back in 2017, Zach Flickinger and John Arndt. 2018, Deanna Jones and Cole Deaver. 2019 was a lone race event won by Rob Evans, and winning the race earlier this year was again Rob Evans. So can Evans not only become the first driver to 3 Superspeedway wins, but also the first to win at a track 3 races in a row? As we'll go trackside for the command to fire engines here in just a few seconds.
Drivers, start your engines!
Command the fire engines has been given. Jesse Turner, fastest in practice, and happy 15 minutes, starts 36th. There's the 65 of Evans near the back of the field on the inside line. In the spring race, we saw just one caution flag on lap 2. And then pit strategy was the game the rest of the afternoon. Vince, 2X compound here today. 47 laps, so they're going to have to pit at least twice. Could that caution, depending when and if it comes out, throw a wrench into the strategy at all?
I could. I mean, with it being a little bit longer race, we saw in the spring it being the same as the truck race at 38. It could, but we also saw the lap cars could play a role with possible wrecks, and who knows? We don't know when that caution's coming. We saw in the spring lap 2, like you said, it could happen in lap 12 right at the end of a fuel run. But like I said, it's the playoffs. People are willing to take gambles because it's not a cutoff race. It's all about positioning yourself before that final race in the round of 12.
And how about Red Bull driver Nico Tran here on the front row? Red Bull still without a win in 2020 between Tran and Nate Rogers. And Tran did confirm earlier this week that he will not be back to Red Bull Racing in 2021. As far as his whereabouts are, that is still to be determined. But it's definitely a lot of teams probably want Tran. He did win 3 races last year and make the Final 4. And it has not been a terrible season by any measure for Tran. He comes into the race today 20th in the points, 6 top 5s, 10 top 10s. And there are not a lot of drivers with 10 or more top 10s on the season.
It's all about consistency, though, as we get down for the green flag here at Alabama.
And as we get ready to go green real quick, battle for 17th in the points coming into today. Nate Rogers with a 49-point gap over Johnny Gardner. And then a 55-point gap over Sebastian Kukulon. As we are double file all the way through the pack, Vince. No signs of 3 wide just yet. But that will likely change down the back straightaway.
It's pretty orderly.
There we go. There's the first sign of 3 wide there. That's Alexander Rowe making the move.
Rowe back in the spring. He was that close. Can he get redemption?
And man, Adam Flickinger started the race 4th, and he's already to the inside line going for the lead.
Flickinger's moving up. Well, Dylan Young and James Shelley working together. Here we go.
And they made some small changes to the package for the Cup cars, so we could see slightly higher top speeds, but it takes about a lap and a half to get up the pace.
There's your 4 wide. It's the teammates of Fitzwater and Shelley looking for 4 wide, and they back it down.
And Fitzwater and Shelley are not teammates.
Oh, same scheme.
Very similar scheme, though, yes. We can call them the Surface Sunscreen Brothers.
Yeah. Stand up the skin cancer brothers is 3 wide here. Dylan Young, Rowe, Flickinger.
Dylan Young. Logan York pushing behind the 2 car. Kev Shearer on the inside line. What a terrible season it's been for Shearer out of Hendrick Motorsports. As we are still 4 wide. Leading this lap will be Dylan Young, I think. As man, just look at the pack they had there. 4 wide in the middle there. That's Jeff Toledo and Alexander Rowe. Remember, Rowe is still in the playoffs, but Jeff Toledo is not. But you do not want to wreck yourself here.
Starting to rub doors.
Oh, they're rubbing doors. Oh, they're bouncing like we saw on Jack and Rob Evans do, but they're going to keep it together.
Hold your breath moment there. There's still 4 wide. Rowe's still not giving it up. Logan on the bottom.
Now it's Matthew Logan on the bottom. And Rowe will file up to the top side. As Kev Shearer, man, leading this race. But here comes Alex Gray, and there's Andrew Rich, your winner last week at Homestead. Sadly, Andrew Rich again eliminated from playoff contention before he can make it to the Final 4. But Andrew Rich is still in the running of it in the Jerky Pro Truck Series. He is a Final 8 driver. So he'll start going for a Final 4 berth in the Truck Series next week at Papyrus.
Comes Zach Rogers looking underneath. Markle.
And pretty orderly race so far, Vince. We've made it to lap 4.
Back in that 4 wide scare. Other than that, it's been kind of clean.
And the pit window, if I remember correctly, is, I think, about 15 to 18 laps. Maybe more. It could be more. It's been a while since we've done 2X Cup racing here at Talladega, as Gardner's going to get put 4 wide by Seth Cole.
But they'll sort that out real quick. I think
so, yeah. Sanford's going to move right up in front of Markle.
Obviously, the officials wanted a little more top speed. That could be playing into effect of why these guys are separating a little more. Zach Rogers leads the pack.
And Zach Rogers has not won a race in the Cup Series since 2017 at Papyrus. We go there next week for a cutoff race. Rogers could end that winless streak here today. He is not returning to the Cup Series in 2021. He'll be running full-time in the Jerky Pro Truck Series instead. But right now, still a couple of more races to go as younger brother Ace Rogers and teammate to Zach moving up to 2nd. And don't look now, but here comes Rob Evans.
Rob Evans from the back to the front, looking to complete one of those last to first challenges in a way, and Kukulon, who won at Memphis Motorsports.
Man, I don't know if this package makes it harder to draft up to a car or not, or if the 97 is just this strong.
With the more top speeds, here comes, well, we'll find out now. Evans has been the king of Dega, but Kukulon sniffs the draft. Is going to look like he's going to take the lead here at the end of lap 6.
Kukulon will lead the lap that time by. We've made it 6 laps here at Talladega already. And now, Vince, I'm beginning to think that if we make it to that first pit stop, we could go caution-free. They've done it before at Talladega in the past.
If you go caution-free, you might want to extend that fuel window on the second run for no tires. I think that's the best way. They're getting a little close in there, but is that a 4 wide with Rogers up top?
Oh, I think it was for a moment, but I think they settled it out.
Ooh, it's close. Yeah, they settled it out.
So right now, though, here's the big thing right now. If the fuel window is 20 laps max, because it has been a while, I'm going to say it's probably 17 to 20. If they had a caution come out now, they'd make it on one more stop from the caution restart to probably what would have been lap 30. But if they keep racing now, like you said, stretching out the second stint will be huge because you'll be pitting with about 7 to 10 laps to go, and the less laps you have to log on the last run, the less fuel you'll take on that stop. And with the Cup cars, draft is a little harder to suck up with. Having that distance for taking less fuel will be huge.
So we saw that a little bit in the spring with Rowan Evans, that battle. I actually think Kukulon was up there too, if I remember correctly. So we have a lot of the contenders from the first race to the second race, they're almost looking at 4 wide again.
Sorlin leads a lap that time by. That's going to be big for his playoff chances. As it was, I believe, Rob Evans who won, Alexander Rowe who finished second, and then I believe we had Nate Rogers and Alex Ferranti were the 4 up there.
Right. And somebody coming early. That's right.
That was also due to 3X, and that was also due to the field being separated because of damaged cars. But so far, we've made it 9 laps. As Quinton Moore leads at the front on the top side, put LJ Toledo on the bottom side. As here comes your points leader coming into today, Tyler Fink.
Yeah, Fink, good move with Sorlin and top to the middle. There goes Galley, the pole there, back to kind of long.
Fink and Nico will go side by side into turn 3. As Tringali is back into the top 5.
Yeah, they're topping off around 197. I think it's just like you were saying earlier, Zach. The suck-up rate compared to the trucks is not as heavy. So really, it's all about really holding that bottom line as long as possible. It's more of a shuffle here. Organized shuffle compared to what we saw in the trucks where it was all 4 wide heavy.
Ryan Brommer will move to the inside line. Looking for the race lead. That's another driver who was eliminated after the round of 16. And just to refresh our memories here, those 4 that were eliminated were Andrew Rich, Jeff Toledo, Ryan Brommer, and James Shelley. And Brommer has won 3 races in his Digital Storm Cup Series career, but they've all been on road courses. Could that change here today at Talladega?
It's the Flickinger Turner's on the inside for you. We've had some experience from the truck race last night.
We've got a couple of Flickingers up here, the 78 and the 77. As there's James Shelley in the 71. There's Jesse Turner, 5th in line on the bottom. Turner had a great race last week at Homestead. Top 5 result, led a lot of laps. But he got outmatched by the veteran, Andrew Rich, who went on to win the race. And Andrew Rich now with 12 career wins, 8 wins in 2018, 4 wins so far in 2020. He went winless in 2017 and missed the 2019 season. So odd years Odd years have not been good luck for Andrew Rich, but that could change in 2021 because he will be in the field again. He's not taking no year off.
The Master is back in action as Zorlin almost was thinking about 4 wide there, or Mills, I'm sorry. Dylan Young is in a tough spot, but he'll sort that out. Galley to the point, down the back.
And man, they have managed to keep this thing clean, Vince. 13 laps in already.
Unless something magical happens, I don't know if we're going to wreck. Now that the tires are wearing out, I don't see the aggressive move happening.
Yeah, we've got that small amount of tire where you can see it's starting to be just 2 lanes of cars near the front. 3 wide is mostly near the rear.
You see the top 3 just pulled down. It's very realistic to what you see on real life plate racing. It's very similar as the top 5 now we're going to try to break away.
And Turner and Friesen will make a move together. 2 Cup Series rookies, Chevy and Ford, but they're going for this lead. That was a seamless move, Vince. They made the move at the same time.
That's what you got. You know what? That's bookmark that lap 14, of a possible race-winning move where we get down to like 3 or 4 cars in the pack. It's a good move right there. I'm sure the field took notice as Jesse Turner leads lap 14.
And we are about in range of what I would say would be the start of pit stops. We believe it's a 2-stop strategy. So if they were to, as we got 4 wide at the back of the pack.
There you go. You're catching those 4 wides now as
3 wide, I believe, for the lead. As Evans will fall in line. The 4 wide went away. It was Evans and McShane near the rear, and McShane got a run on the top. So that's the tire wear coming into play. And right now, I'd say the race is on to be at the front of the field because the further back in the pack you are.
Oh, hold on a second. Roll for 4 wide.
Oh, we're going 4 wide for the lead. We'll hold that thought.
Oh, just as you say that, Gardner might get put in the middle. Here we go.
Oh, I don't even know who led that lap. I think it was Jesse Turner.
By 2, 1,000. Oh, Young's in a tough spot.
Young is in a bit of a sucker hole right now.
This might be the first chance of the wreck since lap 2.
Oh, wait. Friesen has a chance to clear up. Does he do it?
No, not yet.
Oh, no, he's not. Oh, this might get bad. This might get bad. They're not leaning on each other. That's interesting.
Wow, very courteous at a play track. You don't see that every day. Is they're going to sort
Oh,
that.
Adam Flickinger's blown a motor.
Did he get downtime?
And they're pitting, too, on top of it.
Oh, boy.
Kev Shear's the first one in. Actually, Kukulon pit the lap prior.
We saw. Oh, wait. I like that move by Kukulon. You're not getting held up. That's a smart move by Sebastian Kukulon.
Red Bull drivers are down, and it's looking like fuel only. Kukulon might have an issue. His right sides are still up. But Kev Shear down, Alex Gray down, they're all taking fuel only. Yes, indeed, Vince. Just fuel only here on this pit stop. Kukulon, though, was down the lap before. I think he might have had a mechanical problem, too.
Now, what do these guys do?
Friesen's going to lead the field in. Johnny Gardner's going to stay out. So is Peter Onjak. Oh, that could be bad. Oh, it's just a minimal amount of contact there with Ace Rogers and James Shelley. Oh, and Zachary Fitzwater Sr.'s front end is destroyed.
We'll have to look at that later.
I think he piled into somebody coming into pit road because LJ Toledo's got damage too.
Tough break for Fitzwater and Toledo as Turner exits with the fuel only.
And that's Fitzwater's a playoff driver, so several drivers still on track. Remember, Vince, if this goes green the whole race,
I like
you
this.
you want to stretch it out as much as you can.
Love that call by Gardner. I think you want to stretch that. I don't know about these guys coming in like last 16, 15. I don't know about that. It's a good call by Gardner. Now, the thing is, Gardner's going to have no...
Gardner's still staying out.
Ooh, okay.
A lot of these guys are staying out.
Is that 4 wide?
I believe we've got 9 drivers. Oh, the caution's out.
Oh, no! We got a mess right here.
Oh, what are you doing, Johnny?
I don't know what's going on. We got to sort that one out. Johnny let him go by.
Those drivers took the caution coming out of pit road. That's one benefit of the start-finish line being where it is.
It looks like...
See who the pace car lets by here. Oh, and they're telling Corey Williams to yield. Yeah, he was put a lap down.
Something wrong with Andre?
So was Jeff Toledo. And I think these guys are running out of gas, Vince.
Oh.
What are these guys doing? Are these guys being told to wait for the pace car? Oh, man, I think they are.
Did everyone just get trapped?
I think all those guys are being told to wait for the pace car, and I don't know if the pace car will get here in time. I think all of these drivers might be serving penalties.
I'm not sure what's going on. Where's the pace car? Let's see. There it is.
Gardner's going to pit.
The guys who ran out of the field are going to catch a break, I think. It's not going to matter at this point.
Mills, Oskin, Sorlin. York is out of fuel. Quinton Moore, Nanico, and Rich are staying in line. There's Onjack out of fuel.
Yeah, they're not even close to pit road speed.
Quinton Moore's had enough. He's going to push York into pit road. And I think Rich is doing the same with Nanico.
I think those guys have to wait for the pace car or we're getting a penalty. I think. Kukulon got problems.
Kukulon is waiting. Some of these drivers are going by. I think I see what the issue is. I think these are lap down cars.
There's the pace car.
And the guys that were lead lap got stuck behind them, yielding for the field. So I believe that is what happened. These guys are not going to get penalties. They had taken the caution, but there were a couple of lap cars. Specifically, I think there were some people that were specifically supposed to be yielding that had not, and now it looks like they're all good to go. Oh, I think I see what happened. I think it was trying to let Kukulon was trying to let the guys by he needed to, and they were not passing him for some reason. And now all those drivers will come into pit road for fuel. Except for Alexander Rowe and Sakuli. So that is a very confusing caution flag. We'll take a look at what brought out the caution, and then we'll get ready to go back racing. First up, we're taking a look at what happened here to Fitzwater coming into pit road, and it looks like it was just such a huge gap from him and Toledo that they didn't expect there to be a brake train here, and this is where Evans gets his damage. My gosh. And then LJ Toledo with a bit of contact too. So tremendous hit there for the 59, 65, and the 6. And that is not what brought out the caution flag. Was it potentially this thing here with the 48? No, we'll be back to see what exactly brought out the caution. We're on board with Fitzwater. It appears that this incident brought out a debris caution flag after it had occurred. So officials wanting to clean up the spill on pit entry here. Watch this. Man, tough break for Fitzwater. And with that, we'll get you to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing here at Talladega. We'll have 22 laps complete, 25 laps to go. Out of the race, Adam Flickinger with a mechanical failure, and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. we saw with the issue going into pit road. Corey Williams, Zach Rogers, Nico Tran, Rob Evans, Sebastian Kukulon are all officially one lap down, with Jeff Toledo, Nate Rogers, Alex Ferranti, and Keith Rich tail end of the lead lap. That leaves us with 31 drivers officially on the lead lap. As I believe everything has been sorted out. I don't think there will be any penalties. And Johnny Gardner is your race leader. Jonathan Zorlin second, Jose Mills third, Oskin fourth, Moore fifth, Nanico sixth, York seventh, Rich eighth, Rowe ninth, and Sakuli 10th. Now I believe out of everybody who had already pit on the green, the only two who did not come back down to pit were the 99 and the 11. Otherwise, everyone's got to make one more pit stop regardless.
We'll we have something interesting. You go for it.
We'll see if we go green or not. Go ahead, Vince.
We have something. I think these guys are at pace. So is Gardner going to be stuck on that outside where someone takes the move to go inside? Only guy who might be questionable is Evans. We'll find out right now. That's an interesting development.
And Gardner is going to instantly jump to the top side on this restart. As Kukulon appears... Oh, Evans is off pace for sure.
So Orland's going to go with those guys at the bottom, though. And that's the right call.
I'll put Zorlin in the lead. Evans is going to hold up traffic, so I don't know how tight this pack is going to be. It does still take a lap and a half to get up to speed, so...
We also have, I believe it's Fink holding us up, too, back there.
Yes, Tyler Fink is without a hood. He is near the very back, though.
Jose Mills in the front.
So Zach Rogers looked like he had a decent car today, but now he is stuck a lap down, trying to get it back here now. But you're going to need a caution flag really quickly. As Jose Mills, I believe, is our leader right now.
Yes, he is.
And maybe here's that caution if we go 4 wide. And they're going to settle it out real quick. No, wait, Zorlin maybe? And no, they're good.
We're just getting up to speed here. Now we have massive separation between two packs.
And that could be because of damaged cars. As Quentin Moore is looking for the lead here on Cement Oskin. We're already halfway through the race, man. The Truck Series race did not go this fast.
Oh, maybe a 4 wide. Hold on, hold the phone.
Keith Rich will make it 4 wide. He is not battling for the lead. Oh, and Quentin Moore and Oskin almost wrecked right there.
That would have been the caution these guys needed.
Playoff contenders. Now Tran Galley's the one 4 wide. Someone just coming out of pit road. That is Kev Shearer. So maybe there was a black flag penalty to be served.
Oh, they're rubbing. They're rubbing.
And they're going to keep it clean. Tran Galley will get out of it. The Zorlin lift to let Oskin down. Ferranti's on the apron for some reason.
I think he's got a problem.
Ferranti's coming to pit road.
They're coming up to Kev Shearer. I think Rowe leads this race.
And it is indeed the 99.
Oh, but Kev Shearer.
Kev Shearer is still getting up to speed. That'll let Kukulon and Keith Rich pull away just a wee bit. Now Alex Gray's looking for the lead.
The second pack just got help, though, with that. That might just help the second pack get caught up.
And they are really spread out.
Kev Shearer not wanting that,
I believe the 24 is... Yeah, he's tail end right now. He's just barely on the lead lap.
Second pack's going to be here in a minute. Alex Green to the bottom.
And Gray will put Shearer a lap down. Or not quite yet. Gray trying to work with his teammate, Kukulon. Oh, and someone's blown up here. That is Ferranti.
Oh. Very odd.
So he came to pit road for an issue, and then he came back out and blew up after. So mechanical problems here again. That's 2-1 race, very similar to Chicagoland. We went mechanical problem free at Homestead, so very curious.
That Kev Shear looking for 4 wide. Oh, almost.
That's Casey Nanico
Oh.
there, making
Nanico,
some
Shear,
contact.
Robin Moore. There's still 4 wide. Kukon's going to slide up high.
Sakuli to the race lead. Gardner looking for the position.
They're banging doors.
As Nanico and Shearer are banging doors down the back straightaway. Oh, we are
They're going to keep it.
good to go. Shearer could have a chance to clear up top 3 wide here, and that's what he's going to do.
And we're back to the usual. Now, as this thing starts to... Their second pack is merged now, so we have a bigger group here.
Johnny Gardner looking to lead a lap.
And he will at the line, yep. Cooley up high.
Quentin Moore looking to get back to the race lead here. Remember, your playoff drivers are Fink, Gray, Oskin, Zorlin, Logan, Rowe, Cole, McShane, Moore, Fitzwater, Ace Rogers, and Adam Flickinger.
York looking underneath. 4 wide, almost. Now they are going 4 wide. Danica in the middle again. They settle back down?
This
Yes,
time
they did.
by will be 18 laps to go, and that will mean we'll be in the fuel window. So one more pit stop, and everyone will make it on fuel. As Ferranti is out of the race due to a camshaft failure, and we're going to go 4 wide again.
Now we're closer to the front. This could get a little hairy.
That's Wes McCoy looking for the race lead.
Still 4 wide.
And we are back to 3 wide. Matthew Logan
Oh.
is the first sign of lap traffic, and he is extremely off pace.
Saw it in the truck race in the spring.
That's a
Because
30
been our
mile an
factor.
hour difference there between him. Evans is only about 20, same with Fink. Sanford, Brommer have damage, among others. Oh, and this is going to be bad. Wes McCoy's going to be leading them here at the line. And where do they go? Oh, man, how did they not wreck? Logan almost cut off Peter Onjak.
That's going to hold up Quentin Moore, McCoy, Toledo, Zorro, and Nanico, Rogers. Gardner's going to get out now. Now we got a breakaway.
I'm surprised Logan making that move there did not cause him and Onjak to wreck, because that would have been huge.
In the whole field, I think.
As I think Matthew Logan is going to be a bit of a hazard here for the rest of the race.
Here comes the second pack again.
And that car, I mean, it's crazy, Vince. This car looks clean. He's got all this performance damage.
Not going to lie, this has been an odd race. We have no big one yet. We don't have the big pack. It's almost 4 wide. Finally going to get Kev Shear. No luck again.
Priya McShane led at the start-finish line. We've been watching Matthew Logan because, you know, he makes one wrong block like he did to Onjak.
Oh.
And,
Oh.
I mean, yeah. Oh, someone else has blown the motor.
I was just going to say.
It's Jonathan Zorlin.
Oh, no. Hendrick, reliability.
That's another Hendrick engine failure.
Shouldn't bring out a caution, but
I think this car is stopping on the apron. I do not think he's making it back to pit road. McShane leads at the front. It's a 6-car breakaway. Actually, make it about a 7-car breakaway. There is a lap car up here.
it was Galley, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Someone's up ahead, too.
That's Evans
Oh.
and Fink. They're the next 2 on track, and then the raging pack behind.
If they get held up, that raging pack. Oh, we're 4 wide.
Oh, that's Nanico and Gardner rubbing doors. They're good to go for now.
How many times has Nanico been 4 wide this race? It's like 5 or 6. Is Pre McShane. Still leads, looking for some a vengeance from last night's truck race.
And speaking of drivers who have won multiple times on super speedways, I almost forgot Andrew Rich has won twice on super speedways. He won at Armory this year. He won back the Daytona 500 in 2018. Andrew Rich could be the first to 3 wins at super speedways.
McShane just got the run of the life.
So she'll get by Fink and Evans with ease. The others will struggle as LJ Toledo was coming out of pit road. We're still waiting to hear what Zorland's problem was. As here in the playoffs lately, the mechanical failures have ramped up for some reason. A bit bizarre, to be honest.
Guess teams are pushing their luck in the horsepower. Here we go.
Here we go. Pit stops. Mills, Rich, Jeff Toledo, and others will come down pit road.
Oh.
So I think Shelton checked up for somebody.
Gray came in early.
McShane continues the lead, but Oskin, Onjak, and Tringali are drafting up. This is where things will get really confusing because of the caution earlier. It really split up the fuel windows and stuff and the strategies. So Onjak's looking for second. Does McShane pit here at 12 to go?
Still don't think it mattered. I think you still want to extend this run as long as you can. So I look for guys like Gardner, Onjak, who took it to the brim. They might be in good shape.
Right now it's a 4-car breakaway, one of these cars being a lap down. Could Oskin get his second win of 2020? Could McShane get her second win of 2020? Or will Peter Onjak play spoiler as a non-playoff driver and get his first career win in the Digital Storm Cup Series, as there's a ton of people coming out of pit road?
They're going to catch Mills and Rich. Those were the first 2 guys, remember, of that big pack.
Yep, that's the first. These are the provisional leaders once the other drivers pit. It's Mills and Andrew Rich.
They might have a problem here, not getting down for Onjak and McShane. They may not be able to get down. We'll see.
McShane's checking up. McShane's going to come down by herself.
Onjak rolling the dice like he did the first run.
These guys are drafting up to Mills and Rich as Matthew Logan is closing in yet again. You might want to get to pit road before you catch that 38 car a second time.
Nico underneath.
As right now it looks like we've still got 8 drivers on the lead lap yet to pit.
Surprised Gardner came in that early. Now I think you roll the dice. Fuel only.
Gardner is holding to the apron. Now he'll come up track. Ooh, that's going to hold up Onjak.
Peter Onjak. And now, if I'm Peter, I come in now. 22's got to come in.
And it looks like Oskin's coming in, and Onjak will come in too.
Good move by On. He made up a lot of time.
Look at Corey Williams and Wes McCoy with huge dives into pit road.
And Nanico stay out? No.
Nanico has already pit. I'm not sure who is the leader right now.
Waiting for a recycle here.
So far, it looks like no one else has stayed out.
Where's Mills? We gotta go back to Mills and.
Yep. So everyone that was left to pit has pit. There's McShane. There's Friesen. Oh, Carter Friesen, man, is in range here. Look at that. That's taking that less fuel, and Andrew Rich is going to get held up a ton by Matthew Logan here.
Rich can't catch a break. Here comes Quinton Moore.
We're going to keep our eyes on Matthew Logan, as there's a lot of people. Tringali a lap down. He'll pit finally.
Everyone getting held up, bro, especially. Now the question remains: did Onjak? Where they at? There they are, up ahead.
There it is. There's Oskin.
Oskin, Onjak, and Williams. Here comes McShane.
McShane and Friesen are the next 2 in range. I don't know if Mills or the others. They'll have to get organized. Friesen's going to make a move on McShane here, coming to the leaders.
It's not going to work. They're going to pass Williams, I think, with the up to speed, but they might not get to the other 2.
Friesen's going to have to check up. McShane's going to check up with him, though. This could be strategy to draft up together.
Might get that second pack, too, with Rogers. This is going to be an interesting race. 22-17 out front.
At the line, it'll be 9 laps to go.
We're going to get time and scoring right now. What's the gap? 4/10. Almost 3 seconds.
But that is a big pack of cars behind them, Vince. I think they're going to get strung out. But Jesse Turner's got another shot at a win here, and they are strung out a long ways. These guys
I don't know.
Yeah, man, this is looking like a huge draft chain. Oh, yeah, Vince, this is a huge draft chain. Right now, everyone's single file.
For Galley, though?
Onjak's going to make the move on the lead. Right now, it's just him and playoff contender Oskin.
They're going to catch him. These two are sitting ducks. The only hope now they got to hope is a 38 comes around and they avoid. Where's the 38?
I do not currently know. Let's see. Waiting for them to pass the line. Brommer could be the next man up, but he is not super off pace. Then Sanford. Evans is the next one in danger here. And they got to worry about Rob Evans. Matthew Logan just made his pit stop. Oh, wait a minute. They might actually have to worry about Evans and Logan together. That could be bad. Top two are still fighting it out, but the pack is there behind them.
Corey Williams is alone right now. He's breaking away.
That could have been due to passing Tran Galley, who came out of pit road.
Williams is probably going to use the brake a little bit.
I think we've got some lap cars. Williams is actually lapped down. Never mind. Williams, Tringale, Zach Rogers, Nate Rogers, I believe, are all in that pack, and Zorlin had a piston failure. Remember, we could still have a failure, too. I do not know why, but we have had 3 mechanical failures here today.
Got to look at the 88 as a possible option.
88 and the 24. Or
Kev Shear's had issues.
Potentially a Ford problem. Remember, Adam Flickinger was the first to let go. But here
that pack is menacing.
Here comes the pack. There's a total of 3rd to 16th on the lead lap, strung out in draft right there. So it's going to be...
and battling don't help.
I'll tell you what, Vince, this is going to get crazy. We're going to take 6 to go this time by. In the spring race, we only had 4 drivers battling for the win, but today we're going to have 16.
It's going to get real. I told you the aggression would pick up, and look at this. They're right there.
Oskin and Onjak are side by side for the lead at 6 to go. Don't count out Andrew Rich. He's in 3rd, man.
They're 4 wide. They wreck now. We're going to have a problem.
If they wreck now, they would have a 1-lap shootout, I believe. If they take the 5 to go and wreck, then the race would be over.
We're going to sort it out. Peter Onjak on the inside. Oskin on the outside.
Shelton's
They've been caught.
Shelton is the 16th car on the lead lap, but she is struggling to keep draft, as is Cole Deaver. Or now, Casey Nanico, rather. Nanico's in the pack. Shelton, I think, is good to go. She's trying to sniff the draft. But Oskin will maintain the lead for now, but here comes Joshua Sakuli, 5 to go.
Comes Quinn and Moore, too, on either. There's a Kev Shear again.
Kev Shear coming out of pit road, 4 wide again. Evans is the next lap car to be really worried about. As I think Dylan Young will clear, they are 3 wide again.
Here comes Sakuli. That second pack needs some help with the lappers. Otherwise, this is the 16 that battle it out.
They are 3 seconds back. It's going to be
Cole
tough.
Deaver, we thought he lost the pack, but he's back.
Cole Deaver won here in 2018. He's yet to win in 2020. Zach Rogers is a lap down car. Deaver is going to use him as a pick. Jeff Toledo.
It's going to be Sakuli at the line.
Jeff Toledo's in this pack. I believe we've got about 4 or 5 lap cars battling it out here with the leaders.
Here we go. We're going to get a moment of truth. The lapper's ahead.
Brommer's going to catch Evans.
Evans is drastically slow.
I think Brommer could get caught too, as could Sanford. Logan's actually drafting with a Fink. I think Matthew Logan's team finally fixed their issue because they're running at 180 miles an hour. So Matthew Logan is no longer an issue. I think it's just going to be Evans and potentially Brommer.
Yeah, Evans is going to be the race, I think. Whoever gets past him might win this race. Deaver to the lead.
There's a bunch of lap cars on the bottom. The first one on the lead lap down there is Priya McShane.
Doesn't matter. Here we go.
I think Deaver made the right call to be on the top side because he'll fly by Rob Evans, Jesse Turner, Quinton Moore. Zach Rogers, another lap down car. They've got to catch Brommer now.
Oskin on Jack. Nanico.
And Rogers is going to make the
around.
move. Turner. Ooh, Rogers tried blocking him, but here comes Jesse Turner.
Turner looking for the lead. They're going to have to catch Brommer. Quinton Moore's there. Sakuli's there.
Quinton Moore trying to help. Sakuli now will draft up.
Here we go. Brommer, moment of truth.
Was it too soon for the move? Can Turner get there? He will. They almost made contact.
Turner's going to breakaway.
Brommer's going to hold up Deaver and Quinton Moore.
Is that going to help the second pack come back?
2 laps to go.
Oh, this is going to be close.
Fink, Sanford, and Logan are next up. And then that's it.
Turner have too big of a gap.
Turner's a sitting duck right now, and the pack will be hunting them behind. Sakuli makes the move on Deaver.
This Turner is sitting duck, though.
Deaver's going to get back down in front of Sakuli, though.
Comes Deaver. Here comes Sakuli.
Deaver with a big run. I think the move was made too early by Jesse Turner. And
Deaver,
there's
here
the
we
move
go.
by Deaver. Does Turner block? He does. That's going to hurt Deaver's momentum. White flag is in the air at Talladega. And Sakuli's making a move for second, but Deaver will throw down the block.
This race is going to be decided by what Sakuli does, I think, right here.
Oh, they're going to catch Logan or Fink at all either.
Is this going to be a truck race where we get to the front
Deaver's going to
stretch,
make the move. Sakuli's going to stick in line, though, with the 16.
Deaver's got the move. He's going to have some help from Rogers. I think that help from Rogers might help
3
him.
cars on the outside, only 2 on the bottom. Does Deaver have enough help?
Here comes that second pack, though.
Second pack's raging up, but Turner's got the push on the top side. It's going to be a photo finish at Talladega. Turner, Deaver, who gets it done? First career win, Jesse Turner in the Digital Storm Cup Series.
Just in the nick of time, too, because we had a master. Jesse Turner gets the job done for Roush.
How about that? First career win in the Digital Storm Cup Series for Jesse Turner in his rookie season. He's been searching for that first win in the Jerky Pro Truck Series in what is his 3rd season in that series. And he has not been able to get it done just yet, but Turner today showed, after a great race last week at Homestead too, that he can win in this series. And he's done it here today at Talladega. Deaver so close. In second place, 65 one-thousandths of a second was the margin. Sakuli 3rd, Quinton Moore 4th, Wes McCoy 5th, Shelton, Oskin, York, McShane, Gardner, the top 10, as the lap car of Rob Evans came into play at the end of things as Logan York is spun around on pit road. Let's take a look at the rest of your playoff drivers. Seth Cole 16th, Alexander Rowe 20th, Alex Gray 23rd, Ace Rogers 21st. Tyler Fink 35th, Matthew Logan 36th. Bad day for front row. As Austin Colano had a failure right near the end of the race. We didn't even notice. So, man, 4 failures here today. Sorlin 39th and Fitzwater a 41st. Not sure what was up with all the mechanical issues here at Talladega. But next week, we head to Papyrus for the cutoff race here in the round of 12. It'll be the first race in the round of 8 for the Jerky Pro Truck Series. And man, Vince, what a race here today at Talladega. What a weekend.
Yeah, interesting weekend to say the least. Yeah, I don't know what's up with those mechanical failures here. I think teams are going to have to reevaluate as we head to the Pirates next week, and we'll see you for that big cutoff race coming up.
And with that, guys, we'll see you next week at Papyrus. It's sure to be some wild road course type super speedway action in both the Jerky Pro Truck Series and Digital Storm Cup Series. And with that said, guys, I'll see you then.